Hi guys, Lee from Megger here. Today I want to give you a basic introduction to Megger 18th edition test equipment. Now it's not going to be an over technical presentation, however there will be some technical references made along with common phrases, things that you'll have probably heard or used when speaking to your clients or customers, especially if you're discussing test equipment. Things like loop testing, R1, R2, RCDs, etc. So let's start simple and at the beginning. Your electrical distribution, which is your power provided from a substation into a building or a home, an office via a cable to a consumer unit or fuse board, which houses MCBs, RCDs, RCBOs, etc. So why do these installations need to be tested? Well, number one, to ensure the installation has been assembled correctly and complies with the British standards, which is your BS 7671. Number two, ensuring parts of the installation are correctly selected and designed. Number three, making sure the electrical test parameters meet the regulations, again your BS 7671. Number four, you're checking that no part of the installation is defective. Number five, making sure there is a presence and continuity of circuit protective conductors, your CPC. Number six, it's also to prevent fire and personal injury, and of course because of the Electricity at Work regulations along with the Health and Safety at Work Act. But above all else, it's for safety. Okay, let's just look at the tests and the sequences they're done in. So firstly is your continuity and resistance of conductors, your R1, your R2. Polarity. Insulation. Earth electrode resistance, your RA. Earth fault loop impedance, your ZE. Prospective earth fault current, your PFC or your IBF. Prospective short circuit current, your ISC. And your earth fault loop impedance, your ZS. And then there's the residual current device trip time, which is your RCD testing. Now of course there's many testers on the market that you can use for these tests, whether they're individual testers or multifunctional, but it's important to choose the correct testers that can be used on the correct parts of the circuit. So ensure the test meter has the correct category rating. Now if you're not sure about category ratings, check out our Under the Magnifying Glass video all about that subject. But don't forget that all test equipment should comply with the current requirements. So let's have a quick look at some of the Megger instruments available to carry out the testing. Firstly, the installation continuity meter. Now there are a few models within the Megger range, but the more popular is the MIT 300 series. This instrument is used to measure both the resistance in a circuit, your continuity, and to measure the installation resistance between live conductors and live conductors to earth in a circuit or a piece of equipment. In short, this tester is used to prove that equipment, cable or installations, etc. is electrically safe to use and a sufficient barrier exists to prevent personal contact with live conductors, i.e. to prevent electric shocks. Next, the earth loop meter. Again, there's a range of models within Megger, and these are the LTW 300 series. Now a loop impedance tester is designed to measure the impedance in a circuit. This is done using the supply voltage and applying a fault current up to 25 amps across the circuit under test. This is usually the live to earth circuit for the ZE, which is your external circuit impedance, your ZS, total circuit impedance, and your PSC, potential short circuit current. These instruments calculate and display the impedance, your ZS, and your fault current, your PFC. Now this test indicates the likely maximum fault current present under fault conditions, i.e. a short circuit on the circuit at the point of the test. This allows the installer to ensure that the distribution network prior to this point can withstand the fault levels and that the protection devices to be used, i.e. your RCD, RCBOs, etc. are adequately rated to operate within the permitted time to isolate the fault condition. That leads us on to the RCD meters. Again, a range of models. These are the RCD 300 series. Now an RCD tester is used to determine the time that it takes for the RCD to trip. The normal tests are carried out at half the rated RCD current, which is half times I. Also at the rated current I, and at 5 times the rated current, 5 times I. These tests are normally carried out on both the positive and negative half of the cycles of the supply, which is the 0 and 180. This is to ensure that should a fault occur in a circuit, e.g. a circuit overload, cable gets cut, damaged, etc., the RCD will trip and cut the power supply quickly enough to prevent a fatal electric shock. Next, earth electrode testers, more commonly known as the DETs. Earth testers are used to confirm the resistivity of the earth spike or the electrode. These are often installed when no earth connection is provided with the supply cable. The 3 and more accurate 4-wire method of the test is normally used, with one connection made to the earth electrode being tested. Now, all these testers which we spoke about are individual, but the most popular instrument by far is the multifunction testers, or the MFT. All the testers previously mentioned, as I said, are individuals, but they're very popular, but they're not as popular as the MFT. So named because the instrument combines all the required testing capabilities that you want. The installation continuity tester, the loop impedance tester, your RCD tester, your earth electrode tester, dependent on the model of course, your phase rotation tester, your current measurement, and again, dependent on the model, it can store and download test results. Within the MFT 1700 range, we have the MFT 1711. And that's a solid single phase installation tester, ideal for the domestic testing market. We have the MFT 1721. Now that's an ideal general purpose of domestic and industrial testing with 3-phase capability and additional loop and RCD ranges. We still manufacture the MFT 1731, but the award-winning MFT 1741 has become more popular, and this is because it has the faster 3-wire non-trip loop impedance testing, 50% faster testing on quad circuits, the amazing confidence meter, market-leading noise-beating measurement repeatability. The new RCD uplift immunity, which means no RCD or RCBO uplift to loop impedance values. It has the ability to test 10 milliamp protected circuits, which is an industry first. No other instrument has this ability. And let's not forget the MFT 1741 Plus, which now has the EV test function, and used with the Megger EVCA 210 allows you to test your EV charge points. As well as all the mentioned equipment, Megger are a market-leading manufacturer and supplier of test instruments for LVI and power with over 100 years of experience. And we are always at the forefront of the electrical industry, striving to lead the way with new products. I hope the video has been of some help and of interest. Don't forget to look out for our other Megger videos, including our very popular under the magnifying glass videos. As always, if you have any questions about today's discussion or anything else Megger related, please contact your area manager, which is being displayed at the end of this video. Everybody stay safe, and I'll see you soon, guys. Thanks very much.